Welcome back to Celebrity Scandals with your host, Lily Douglas.
And Breely Bunker.
And today we're going to be talking about something big that's been happening in the SEC, and that is the championships.
Bum, bum, bum.
So this has been very, very nerve-wracking leading up to this. So I've been an Ole Miss fan my whole life, and Ole Miss had a chance to go into the playoffs. They lost to Florida, and so they ended up not being able to make it because other teams had 11-2, 10-2. So them getting that other loss just really did not help them. But this SEC champion playoff bracket, the whole thing has been so crazy. So 12 teams made it into the playoff, and that includes Oregon, Georgia, which it's crazy that Georgia made it because we beat them by a lot, and Boise State, Arizona State, Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Tennessee, Indiana, SMU, and Clemson. And so all these teams, so Oregon is undefeated with 13 wins. But after that, most of them only lost 1, 2, and Clemson with 3. But all of these teams made it, and the top teams to play were Georgia and Texas. And so Georgia finished 7-1 in SEC play, while Georgia went 6-2.
I've heard Texas is doing really good this year.
Yeah, I watched a few of their games, and they were doing really good.
I've been watching a few college SEC games. The Georgia versus Ole Miss one was definitely a good one for Ole Miss, considering the fact that I'm an Ole Miss fan. But it was such a shame because I was watching on the TV with some other friends in Oxford, the people that made it, the top 12, top 10, everything. And it was so crazy that Ole Miss didn't get in it.
I know. It was very annoying because obviously every Ole Miss fan was like, yes, we knew we weren't making it once we lost to Florida. But then when we see Georgia made it give me a second. The score against Georgia and Ole Miss was 28-10, Ole Miss.
That's crazy.
It was an easy game, I will say. I was there, and the whole time Ole Miss was just playing their best game. And for them to not even make it and Georgia win the whole thing, that is a little frustrating for Ole Miss fans.
And it was a really good game for Ole Miss too because they lost a game right before that and they had to come back. And this was also supposed to be Ole Miss's best year.
Yeah.
They had a really good chance with Jackson Dart and their whole lineup.
Yeah, they had a really good lineup this year, but it did not help when Jackson Dart threw many interceptions in the Florida game. But back to the SEC championship talk. So it was kind of funny because actually Texas was favored to win. They had a 2.5 favor against Georgia, and Georgia ended up winning it.
That's crazy. Because Texas is good, but Georgia's not even that good. So it was just
Well, Georgia is good, but I guess they just had a bad game against us. I'm not really sure. But, they are ranked second, and Texas is ranked third. But the game final was 22-19. And I didn't watch the game personally because I was kind of done watching that.
Yeah, I don't have that much interest in football games past whenever my team gets out.
I agree. That's exactly how I am. So, maybe if it was Mississippi State and Tennessee, but we all knew that wouldn't happen at the case.
Yeah, for real.
But, okay, so the game was played in Atlanta at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. But, it's all just, crazy, the SEC every single year. I feel like it's always something unexpected every single year.
Yup.
So, overall, football season has been very big this year for me.
Yes, very enjoyable. So many fun game days.
Yes, especially because Ole Miss is better this year. But, I am sad that we didn't make it, but also it probably would have been better because I probably wouldn't have been able to go to the championship game. But,
yeah,
I'm really excited for how it turned out, even though Ole Miss didn't win. I know it's very big for Georgia fans, and that wraps it up for us. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.